Right now, there is just a little bit of rain we've been tracking over about the last hour or so. And as you can see, it's that one thunderstorm just south of Sierra Vista. It hasn't moved too much, but it is shifting south. So it's mostly out of the U.S. at this point in time. In fact, over the last few minutes, a majority of those lightning strikes have been on the Mexican side of the border instead of the American one. So we're just about done with that thunderstorm. Now, one more area of concern is going to be this storm that you see closer towards Douglas. I know you don't see any rain with it, but those of you that live over on the east side of Douglas likely hearing a good bit of thunder. That is in an area where there's a bit of a shadow with the radar because the radar beam does come off the ground, and these mountains just over near Douglas kind of block it off just a little bit. But that stronger thunderstorm is going to be moving slightly, likely moving down towards the south as well, a very similar track to what you're seeing right there. Other than that, we're pretty clear across the rest of southern Arizona. No real good rain chances for the next few hours, but as we get into the afternoon, we start to get warmer. We start to get more of that energy moving in. I do think those rain chances are going to be increasing. Now, everything is basically in place for us to have another good day for the day today. The reason why I say that is because if you look at this area right here, you see it's rotating, and it's going to be rotating clockwise. That tells you that there is high pressure in northern and north central Mexico that really helps out with our monsoon. At the same time, this dry air closer towards areas like Yuma will be pushing that out of the way tomorrow. So we have another day today like we saw yesterday and the day before that, before things start to dry out for tomorrow. And yes, as far as Tucson's concerned, our rain chance is going to be there. Once again, that first shot should be just after lunchtime. If we see any kind of sunshine during the late part of the morning, that's going to be helping out our chances a bit more. Because if you remember, yesterday and on Wednesday, we saw just a ton of cloud cover across a lot of the city, and that took away from our rain chances during the afternoon. So what you want is that sunshine for the next few hours to help us out. And as we get into 2, 3, 4 o'clock, hopefully we can get one of those showers moving in. But the area I think that's going to be most likely to see rain, and I know once again, it's going to be Nogales, Sierra Vista. You also have Benson and Wilcox. Their rain chances likely around, say, 40 to 60%, while Tucson probably around 20 to 30 for the day. And the further over towards the west you go, the lower and lower those rain chances are going to tend to be. Now, if you're in Douglas or anywhere close to the border with New Mexico, those areas also have a smaller rain chance, I'd say around 20%, simply because you're going to be dealing with more cloud cover for most of the day in that spot. And I think most of us should be clear by about 8:30 before we do have smaller rain chances returning tomorrow. So when it comes to our temperatures for today, and this is going to be if you don't see rain, because of course if you have rain passing you by in the early part of the afternoon, you're not going to be reaching 99 degrees. But otherwise, I am expecting 98 to 99 for most of the area. One of the cooler spots I'm tracking right now, Saddlebrook at 94. You also have 3 Points, Avra Valley, Tucson Estates. Those areas have a chance for 100 later if they don't see the rain and if it gets a tad bit drier, because the humidity is actually pretty high compared to what we typically see here in Arizona. One more thing I want to point out is Ajo is looking like they are going to be reaching the triple digits once again like they did yesterday because of their dry air. If you're around Benson, Sierra Vista, Tombstone, as I mentioned, good rain chances for you. You're likely going to be stopping in the 80s if that rain starts earlier in the day. And for Douglas, 92, even with all the clouds you're going to be expecting later on. And don't forget, we do have July 4th on Monday. Better rain chances on that day versus what we're expecting on Saturday and Sunday. But unfortunately, it's going to be in the mid part of the afternoon to the early evening hours for that best chance of rain. So if you're doing a barbecue or anything like that, try to bring it inside for that part of the day. Fireworks should be okay after that sun goes down because that rain should be ending at around 7 o'clock. At least with the way things look right now, we're going to be updating this throughout the weekend for you to make sure you have the latest info on that. Now here in the 7-day forecast, you have today's rain chances, Sunday, Monday, and Thursday. All have good rain chances here. Now Saturday looks like the driest day over the next week, not taking away the rain chances completely for us because I do think some of us still have a small chance of rain on that day. Tuesday and Wednesday backs off a bit. Temperatures starting to rise late next week too, so that's something else we'll be tracking as we get to next Monday to see how high those can get. That was weather. Let's go ahead and take another quick look at traffic for you and check back in on what's going on with that wreck that's going to be near Grant and Oracle. And one other thing we want to talk about with that traffic, aside from that one wreck, is that everything else is moving pretty good. It's just that one area that we were looking at. In fact, it looks like there's going to be some other things happening closer towards Keno Stadium. Let's get the latest on that for you. That's likely just going to be either an obstruction in the roadway or maybe even some maintenance going on. Let's go ahead and check this out just real quick and see that we do have an abandoned vehicle near exit 264.